Hi, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. His name is Mike Brenner. My name is Peter Loshak, and it is week 3 in college football. We are talking with Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com. Man, Joe Duffy's been around for so long, Mike Brenner. A survivor, really, just as experienced as you can possibly get. We're going to take a look at Boston College, Virginia Tech right now. Joe Duffy, you're from OffshoreInsiders.com. Just tell us in 5 seconds what you're all about, what you do there.
I've been in the business since 1988. We're 23-10 in the regular season so far with premium picks.
Wow, right, there you go. Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com. Boston College and Virginia Tech is what we're going to cover right now. And Virginia Tech, of course, got blasted by Tennessee in that game. Tennessee, of course, a quality team. BC is the same deal this year as we've seen from years past. A very defense-oriented team. They play low-scoring games, can upset at times, you know, but they definitely don't have the dynamic offense that you want to see in college teams in general. My sense in this one is that even though the total's 41 or 41.5, 42 at the Greek, you still want to take a shot with the under. These BC games can go super low scoring. Yes. Virginia Tech, after getting blasted by Tennessee last game, I think is going to clamp down on defense. And BC they have a good defense and they can't really score, even though it's a very low total. I'm liking the under. Mike Brenner, you have any opinion on this before we?
Well, Boston College, their quarterback Towles, he's so the first 2 games. He's only completed 59% of his passes, 2 TDs, 2 interceptions. Now on the other side of the ball, Virginia Tech, even though Tennessee did put him on him, I like that quarterback Evans. He hasn't made a whole lot of mistakes. He's got 5 TDs, 0 interceptions, and I think he gained a little knowledge. It shocked me the way that game swung and then stayed like it did. I think Virginia Tech might step up. Again, this is a rebuilding program without Frank Beamer. Boston College, though, like you said, trending. They trend at unders, and I'm not a totals guy, but if I had to jump up there and throw something out, I might say the under. But as far as a side, I can't feel it, I can't call it, but I damn sure want to know what Joe thinks of this.
All right, Joe, I'm leaning under, not afraid to take it even with a low total. What do you think, Joe?
Yeah, well, Mike was talking about Patrick Towles. Look, he is a heck of a quarterback. I remember him at Kentucky. He's one of those graduate transfers where he was able to transfer without having to sit out a year. He's thrown for over 5,000 yards in his career, and remember, a bulk of that is against SEC competition. So all of a sudden, Boston College has a competent and proven quarterback, and we know they have a tremendous defense. They were the number 1 defense in the entire country in Now, I've been telling Peter for years and years, in most sports, a lot of my best computer systems are kind of counterintuitive. It says really go with the colder team against the hotter team, a bunch of regression to the mean stuff. College football really has a lot more systems that quote unquote seem to make sense, so to speak. And I do have a great angle here that says to go with fairly big underdogs when you have a low total is 357 and 262. And yes, that is against the spread. So what you have is a Boston, and by the way, Virginia Tech, Lane Stadium at one time was considered to be the toughest stadium to play in college football. They are only 2-10, Virginia Tech is, their last 12 against either Power 5 opponents or East Carolina. So they're 2-10 straight up in their last 12 games at home against real foes. I think there's a possibility of an upset here in Boston College, certainly plus the points.
Wow. Well, that makes sense. If you like the under, then that would indicate probably a little bit of value with underdogs in general. +6. Joe Duffy, 6 is enough points here to give?
It is, and I've actually done a study on that, but we can do another video on that as far as, if you like the under, you got to like the big underdog. That's not totally true, but as I said, in college football, I do have a system that essentially says that. So, 6 points is enough here.
All right, Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com, liking BC +6. I'm still leaning under.
Yeah, I'm still staying up, but good stuff, right. Joe.
Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com. Thanks so much, as always.
Always on the go? Bet365 has one of the top mobile platforms in today's market. Sign up today and don't let your busy life keep you out of the game.